So you guys have been playing the new Incursion and you've been wanting to create a tank build to help out your teammates. Well, this is going to be that build. This is actually the build that I use to help carry multiple first-time clears in the new Incursion Broken Rain. And the reason why is because it provides bonus armor, it can pull the aggro, and it will keep your teammates alive long. I have used this build from start to finish, and it does everything you need it to do to be the tank position for your team, giving bonus armor, being able to disrupt boss number 3 from recharging on the electricity. You will be able to survive multiple waves of enemies shooting you at once, allowing for your healer to not really have to focus on you and be able to focus on the other 2 members. And if you've ever played healer, you know having to focus on 3 players, especially when they're spread across the map, gets a little hectic. But when you have a tank player like this, it makes it a lot easier, and the damage is there. So if you guys don't know, my name is NothingButSkillz. Let's get into the build breakdown. So if we take a look at the stats really quick, we have almost 2 million armor. We have almost 50,000 armor regen, 561,000 max health, 70% protection from elites, and 50% hazard protection. There's one piece on my build that does not have hazard protection, and that should push us to 60%. For our first gear piece, we're going to be running the Catharsis mask. This comes with armor, incoming repairs, armor regen, and then we're going to have a protection from elites mod on here. The reason why you want this mask is because taking damage builds a stat cap of 30. Each stat grants 1.5% weapon damage. Taking damage at max X triggers a purge, removing all stacks and status effects, and then dropping a healing cloud, which restores 5% max armor for 10 seconds to all allies in the cloud. And you'll notice multiple times when I'm taking a lot of damage, you'll see the cloud on the bottom. And that is what's going to keep me alive. I also have a chem coming from my healer every now and then, but for the most part, a lot of times that little heal from the Catharsis mask will keep you up, and it's also going to give you more damage so you can melt through enemy. If you look at our chest piece, we have a 3-piece Gila Guard, 5% total armor, 60% health, and 2% armor regen. We have armor, headshot damage, has pro, and protection from elites. Now on the chest piece talent, you kind of want to go with Vanguard. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds, but it also grants 45% of your armor as bonus armor to all other allies for 20 seconds. There's a cooldown on this, but 45% of 2 million armor is a chunk of armor. And take a look at their armor bar when I do proc it. And if you learn to really use Vanguard correctly, you can actually save your teammates, especially when they get overrun. They really need a little bit more bonus armor. You proc it and you can pretty much keep them up with Vanguard alone. For our next piece, it's going to be the holster, which is an improvised holster. This is going to have armor, has pro, headshot damage, and protection from elites. Now, you can only get this holster by crafting it from the crafting station. So you need to go craft this piece, and you're probably gonna get bad rolls, and then you need to optimize them. For our knee pads, we have another improvised piece with armor, has pro, headshot damage, and protection from elites. Again, you have to craft that piece. For our gloves, we have our second piece of Gila Guard. We have armor, armor regen, and headshot damage. I would like to have has protection here. And then for our backpack, our final piece of Gila Guard, we have armor, has pro, headshot damage, protection from elite, and then adrenaline rush. Whenever you are within 10 meters of enemy, you gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. This stacks up to 3 times. That means I can have up to 60% bonus armor. And if you notice, when I get around the enemies, the bonus armor is almost always there, especially with the protection from elites, and then being able to stack adrenaline rush 3 times. I'm almost unkillable. Yes, you can go down. It's not like you won't die if you play the position wrong, but with the survivability that this build has, you should have enough DPS to take down enemies, keep yourself up, and keep that bonus armor consistently all the time. Even when my shield goes down, I still have a little bit of bonus armor, and then the bonus armor comes back. It's just something that Adrenaline Rush does really well with tanky PFE builds. And for the weapon, you might have seen I was using the Bighorn. This has assault rifle, health damage, damage sharks out of cover, but the talent itself is what makes this weapon really good for tanky builds. Not the top of Big Game Hunter, but the bottom. Headshots grant 6% headshot damage, stacks up to 25 times. Once at full stacks, 10 stacks decay every 4 seconds. But that headshot damage, you do not have to be scoped in to gain this. So that's where you can get a ton of damage. There's also 40% headshot damage on the scope, and that alone allows you to stack headshot damage on this build and still be able to melt enemies on an all blue build with only headshot damage rolls. Now, this build is also great for being the runner on the final boss. The reason why is because on the second and third wave, you will have a heavy with that pistol that can pretty much kill your healer if he gets too many shots off. But with the protection from Elite's build and being so tanky, you will not go down, and you pretty much can hit the button, get hit a few times, still be up, and then continue on with your day. You can see this run. I messed up. I got hit, still took shock. I'm gonna go in here with 0 armor and watch this. I'm gonna show you guys something. Look, he comes out. He still can't kill me. If this was a healer and you went in with that much, he could pretty much drop you, ruin your run. But with this build, it makes it very simple, very easy. It's a straightforward build for you guys to tank, help out your teammate, give them bonus armor when you can, and your healer will do the rest for the group to keep them up. Now, for the specialization, you do want to go with the survivalist. This is going to give you 10% protection from elites. And then for the skills, Crusader Shield, Reviver Hive, Jammer Pulse when you run boss number 3. But overall, pretty straightforward. Shield health, active regeneration, holster regeneration on your shield, and then whatever other mods you want on your other skills. This is the build right here, guys. This is it. This is what I've been running, and I would recommend having at least one of these builds on your team. And the reason why is just the amount of survivability you're going to give your teammates, being able to pull that aggro, allow your teammates just to be able to focus on damage, clear ads, makes a huge difference. So if you guys haven't tried putting a build like this together, especially to run, and you guys are struggling, this could definitely help you guys out. This build could also be the primary gate closer. So you'll go to all the switches, you'll constantly hit them, especially when your teammates are getting shot from all directions. You'll be able to survive that damage. But yeah, that is the build right there, guys. If you guys have any questions, you guys can let me know down below. But look at this, just pretty much able to tank, able to go hit the switches, and then I could have the aggro. Now my teammates can just focus pure damage, and that's kind of your role. Aggro, you're not going to be able to melt everything, but you will be able to kill things when you need to, and you'll be able to just have the boss constantly just shooting at you, constantly focused on you, and then your teammates can just focus on putting out damage. That's simple, guys. It's pretty straightforward method, and you won't have any issues staying alive with this build. Well, hopefully you won't. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy this build when you put it together. I have been running this build over on twitch.tv/NothingButSkillz. We have been doing carries. I actually did a full matchmaking run, and we cleared it our first time, and I was actually the tank position. So it's a good build to have. I think you guys will enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you put this together and you have fun running it. That's it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, hey, nothing but skills out.